Aloha kako! Welcome back to the Ne'epapakahana Online Professional Development for our 6th grade curriculum. Let's go from Mauka to Makai. In this video, we'll be covering Unit 5, Equations and Inequalities. Here are some of the Common Core standards that will be covered in this unit. Please feel free to pause this video if you would like to read them more thoroughly. If you have a copy of our curriculum, you'll be able to find all of these standards at the very beginning of the unit. Half of the Unit 5 standards are shown here and come from the Common Core domain of the number system, and the other half are from the domain of expressions and equations. Many of these standards focus on the graphs of rational numbers on number lines or on coordinate planes. We'll be creating these graphs and using them to solve problems. In this unit, there will also be an emphasis on using variables and writing equations and expressions to describe relationships. Finally, this unit will focus on solving these equations and writing inequalities. The Unit 5 activity that we'll be reviewing for this video is the Module 11 Equations and Relationships activity. In this activity, we'll be looking at a house that has been built next to a forest. Near the house are some fast-growing trees. The heights of these trees are given by the following expressions. After X years, the height of the Maya tree is 2x plus 2 feet. The Lolu tree is at 3/2 times x feet. The height of the new tree is 3x plus 1. And finally, after x years, the height of the Ohe is at 5/2 times x plus 3 feet. Part 1 asks us to translate some statements from English to the language of mathematics by writing them as equations and inequalities. For example, let's consider the following statement. The height of the Ohe is greater than or equals to 15 feet. Well, the height of the Ohe is 5/2 times x plus 3. So we can replace the height of the Ohe with 5/2 times x plus 3. Then we can replace the statement is greater than or equals to 15 feet with the greater than or equals to sign and the number 15. In this video, we'll try out Part 1b. Please pause the video and translate the following statement into the language of mathematics. The height of the new is half of the height of the Maya. Okay, welcome back. The height of the new is 3x plus 1, so we can replace the height of the new with 3x plus 1. The equal sign can replace the word is. Half of can be written as 1/2 times. The height of the Maya is 2x plus 2, so we can replace the height of the Maya with 2x plus 2. And this is the final result. We can also distribute the 1/2 to get another equation. Now let's move on to Part 2. Here we will find the heights of the 4 trees after year 2, year 4, and year 6. And we can find it by substituting the variable x with the numerical values 2, 4, and 6. Please pause the video and complete this table for the Maya column. Welcome back. Year 6 was already done. For year 2, we'll replace x with 2, and for year 4, we'll replace x with 4. So 2x plus 2 becomes 2 times 2 plus 2, and 2 times 4 plus 2. This gives us 6 feet for year 2, 10 feet for year 4, and 14 feet was given for year 6. In Part 3, we'll be drawing each of the 4 trees after year 6. The Maya tree is 14 feet tall at the time, so please pause the video and draw a 14 feet tall banana tree next to the house. You can just sketch it on graph paper or print out the student version of the curriculum for a blank worksheet. Welcome back. Here's a drawing of a 14 feet tall banana tree. Next to the Maya, we're supposed to draw the other 3 trees, but we'll skip it in this video. We'll finish this video by looking at Part 4b. Sometimes we'll have conflicts when we're building next to nature. For instance, some trees cause a lot of damage when they get too big or too tall. Part 4b asks, what are 3 things that we can do to the trees if they get too tall? We really like this part of the activity because it allows students to express their values. Some students will have no issue with cutting down the trees, while other students will look for other solutions. As always, we support any modifications that you want to make to the activity to match your teaching style or to better address the needs of your classroom. It is common to find that some students will have an easier time than others when translating the statements in Part 1, so we think that students will probably benefit from scaffolding and scaling in this area. Part 1 is a great place to review the translations of certain keywords such as of meaning multiplication and is meaning equals. For example, half of 8 is 4 can be written as 1/2 times x equals 4. This skill is particularly important in future math classes where subtle keywords can change entire equations and lead to different answers. For example, 50% of versus 50% more. If the students are comfortable with basic mathematical translations, then you can make some complex ones of your own. For example, you can make statements combining several trees from the activity, or you can even turn things around and have the students describe situations of their own before translating them into mathematics. In future math classes, students will often have to create tables and graphs from equations or functions by plugging numbers into variables. Part 2 of this activity provides a great opportunity to practice going back and forth between numbers and variables. If you think that your students could benefit from this, we recommend extending the table in Part 2, putting in more rows to represent more years, and filling out the extended table. You can also incorporate the techniques shown in this activity in future projects involving science. For example, if your students are growing plants under different conditions, then they can use the tables to organize their data and create illustrations to visualize the results. You can also create an activity where your students survey the school grounds for plants that may cause problems. Perhaps there's a plant with thorns in an inconvenient area or an aggressive weed somewhere that never goes away. It would be great if the students spent some time with the groundskeeper of the school, who probably already have an expert knowledge about this. Thank you for joining us in this unit. We'll see you again in our next video where we explore Unit 6. Mahalo nui!